Hello everybody, my name is Mads Barnkov from Kaizer Power Electronics, and today I would like to show you another vintage computer. This is the Panasonic Toughbook CF-18. So let's take a look at this little neat piece of equipment. I can tell you that this was retailed in 2006 at a price at $3,000 US or 2,500 British pounds. It's a Intel Mobile Celeron. Oh no, not Celeron. It was Centrino they called it. The whole brand about the Pentium mobile processor with all its wireless networks card and etc. It was a whole bundle of features that they branded under the Centrino brand. But that's what this system runs. So we can take a look at the more specific specs when we get it opened up. What is special about the Toughbooks are that they are made to a military standard, which is the MIL STD 810F, which is basically just a set of standardized tests that equipment has to pass in order to get this standardized marker, and which opens up the market for being a supplier to the military, which is the US military. The Toughbooks have been used all around the world by various military organizations, or not, maybe not organizations, but the military of different states and countries. And if you believe in urban legends, you have probably already read about how a Toughbook saved a US soldier life from sniper fire back in 2007, but you can always Google that if that interests you. So let's take a look at the PC itself. The laptop itself is quite handy. It only weighs 2.1 kilograms. It has all its ports covered by these rubber lids, but as this is 11 years old, you can see it has some wear and some of the lids are missing. On the front we have the power button. There is a small set of controls. Over here we have battery and maybe this was hard drive, or the hard drive is on the other side. Oh, this was the PCI MIA ports. It has 2 slots in there. On the back side we can see that it has a speaker, and it also has a docking station port here. The whole laptop is IP65 compliant, so from the tests in the mil spec, this can handle some wild temperature swings, rain, water, being submerged, high moisture levels, vibration and shock tests. It also comes with the screen mounted on a little pivot. Oh, it did not really like me hitting. Okay, I somehow got it set to Chinese. That sucks pretty hard. Ah, language, that was. Okay, we're back to English. As I was saying, it has these mil spec which it has to go through, and the shock is tested by a drop from 90 centimeters, so roughly a little meter. This model, if you look it up at the internet, you will find out that it's a 1.2 gigahertz Pentium M with 512 megabyte of RAM and a 60 gigabyte hard drive. But if we take a look at the specs here, we can see that this is a earlier model, which has only about half the specs of that. So with that being said, let's just okay, they really placed the keys in a bad manner here. As you can see, the arrow keys are nothing like you would just assume. So the whole keyboard is a little cramped, but that comes with the small physical size of the laptop itself. The screen comes with a small pointer, because it is a touchscreen, but the keyboard is jammed. Probably not much I can do here. Okay. So, this was used for a guy who did what do you call it? Country sizing measurements, doing GPS location stuff. And this is also pretty much what the US military use these for. It's for both SATCOM and radio transmission. You can actually feel when you use the stick that there is a thin layer over the screen. That you can actually feel the touching. So it has a bit of tactile feedback when using this. But as you can see, it's running Windows XP. See, Windows XP, Windows 2002. And we can see that the 256 megabyte of RAM, this is of course shared with a onboard graphics card, and that's why it's a bit low here. But let's turn this off again and take a look at the hardware inside of it. The lids are quite nicely made with a locking mechanism that goes to the side, and then you have to push it down and down again to open the lid itself. See the locking mechanism here in the lid, and here we have the PCI MIA slots. Take a look at the other side. We have the battery compartment here, and here we have the hard drive. And as this laptop is spec'd for a wide temperature range, the hard drive cabinet here is quite interesting in itself, because it has a highly padded, you see there are some sponges out in the corners, and inside this aluminum enclosure we have the hard drive. Has a custom connection here, but as you can see, there's some kind of antenna or tracks down here on both sides of the hard drive. These are actually just a heating element to keep the hard drive warm, because this book is spec'd for being frozen down and then booted up as it's frozen down up to operating temperature. And it's simply to avoid the hard drive from failing from too high temperature swings. They had to build in a little heating element there. Has a nice locking mechanism at the front here, very sturdy, and comes with a little handle. So, I hope you enjoyed seeing another little bit of computer history. This is, once again, another piece of equipment that was with field engineers out doing the work. And this is primarily the PCs that I would show you when I get my hands off them, when they are no longer in use or decommissioned, or when I find something that has clearly seen a little field use and not just the average home computer. So, until then, next time, see ya.